This article caught my attention. I found it very interesting. It says NBA Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman says he got permission to go to Russia to help seek Brittney Griner's release. And I'm just going to read some quotes here. So, quote unquote, Rodman said, I got permission to go to Russia to help that girl. I'm trying to go this week. And let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about it in this article. So it also mentions that he met Vladimir Putin way back in 2014. For those of you who don't know, Vladimir Putin is he's either president or prime minister of Russia. I always get those mixed up, but because they're a little bit different than America in the sense that I think the president has more power than the prime minister, but I'm not sure. But I know Putin is the guy who runs Russia. That's all I'll say. This he runs the country, whether he's president or prime minister. But anyways, there's another quote here where he says, "I know Putin too well." So he says that, and he said back in 2014 that he met Putin and he referred to him as being cool following a trip to Moscow. So this is interesting that Rodman is going to try to free her. Granted, Rodman does has a history of diplomacy, which is kind of funny. He did, I remember, have a relationship with North Korea's dictator Kim Jong-un. So, and I think he did help get some Americans who were held hostage over there released. So he does have that track record behind him, but this is still kind of funny, I would say, that Rodman is actually going to go there to get her released. Maybe he does. Who knows? Maybe Putin was a big fan of the 90s Chicago Bulls for all we know, and Rodman's going to give him like a ton of autographs if he releases her. I just think it's kind of funny how we're now sending Rodman to Russia to release her. Just that is something. Just I've heard conspiracy theories say that Rodman is secretly working for the CIA, but they're not obviously not going to reveal it, that he's undercover for the CIA, and it's a quite a I'm trying to say quite a disguise, since no one would ever be able to tell he's with the CIA. I don't believe it, but it just gets weirder the more he goes on these types of trips. So I do find it interesting. Now, do I think Brittney Griner will get released simply because Rodman went down there? As weird as this sounds, I give it a 50-50 chance. If Putin's a huge fan of his, there is a chance that it could happen. Just like I said, stranger things have happened before when Rodman went to North Korea. But it's an interesting move. Obviously, it's a move that there's nothing to lose. It seems like Rodman should be okay by going down there since Putin likes him. Still funny he would put himself at risk, but at the end of the day, it's he's not really important in my eyes. At least I've never been a fan of his. Something happens to Rodman down there, well, that's his problem, as they would say, not mine. But I'm just looking to excuse me. I'm just looking forward to hearing how this plays out. This is, like I said, this is just really weird, but maybe Brittney Griner gets released and this whole entire mess is over and we're done talking about it. If he does that, I guess Rodman deserves some flowers for getting her out, and he can call himself a hero and whatnot. But this is an example I can say where sometimes in life the most obvious solution is not so obvious, and sometimes you gotta go with out of the box thinking or unique types of solutions. And this is one of those situations where the solution is very unique. If this actually works out, that Rodman is able to free her. So that always shows that sometimes you have to be unconventional with your strategies. So that's really all I had to say about this. Let me know what you think.